my partner also, she'd been given a portal in Wales, between Wales and England, on the Wye Valley. But
There's lots of places in England, though, isn't there?
there's a lot. There is a lot of pagan sites where the portals exist, and some of the beings that are here now, some of these our star brothers and sisters want to meet us at this portal. They've asked for us to come, but they've just locked down England again, so we actually can't move for a while. But that will be the next.
That will be where you go. Yeah, it's a matter of timing.
Sure.
And it's really tricky because it depends on how humans are reacting.
That's it.
You know, and it's like we're only as fast as the slowest swimmer, or as strong as the weakest link. And it continues to be true. That's like Hermetic theory. It's like, you know, because I can remember just like thinking, you know, when I started reading Blavatsky and I started delving into that world, it's like,
oh, Madame Blavatsky, yes.
Oh,
wonderful.
What are we doing in this other world? You know,
yeah,
it's like,
that's right.
How did we get to be like this?
Yes.
You know.
Yeah, that's right. That's absolutely right. And did you go to Auroville? Auroville.
Oh no, where was that?
It's on the east coast of India, where Sweet Mother.
Oh no, India is somewhere where I have never been.
Well, maybe
I have never been attracted to. I think Tibet is the place that I really wanted to go to as a child, and then I realized that I spend so many of my dream time hours there. I don't really need to go there.
Okay. Okay. No,
you know, it's so funny, yeah. But what's there? Tell me about it.
No.
I want to go there.
It's an incredible portal. It's an incredible place, spiritual. It's thin. The veil is very thin there, and because of the devotion, and Sri Aurobindo is buried there. He taught there. And Sweet Mother, Blavatsky, she was there. It's a center for great knowledge, great study, great human evolution is happening there, and has been happening there for many years. It is an extraordinary place. And I got dysentery on the way there in Madras. And, I spent most of the time in the toilet. But in the moments when I didn't have dysentery, the paradise that was brought to my body was incredible. I, in fact, said to my partner at the time, I said, the time that I'm actually not in the John is most incredible. It's the joy of being without pain. When you're in pain and when you don't have pain. But
see, you don't know that joy until you have that pain. Right?
You need the pain, and I needed it at that point in my life. It just knocked my head off. But no, it's an incredible place. It's a place worth visiting. If you ever want to go to Tibet, or you're able to get into Tibet, go to Auroville afterwards. You know, I went there after seeing Mother Teresa in Calcutta. And I tried to get into Tibet, but the Chinese guards wouldn't let me, because I'd interviewed the Dalai Lama, so who they hate. So I went down to Auroville, and then to the tip of India. But there's some amazing places there, really extraordinary, and it's in the people.
Yeah, see, isn't it fascinating how those sites are able to maintain that frequency and vibration through all these years?
Yes.
But then again, you know, it's like, those are the sites on this planet, because you know all the great cathedrals are built on all the previous pagan sites, right? Because we already identified them.
That's right. That's exactly right. That's it.
But,
one of my things. I want to go to the Black Hills.
And it's the inner worlds, you know. Right. It's like the inner earth. I play around with those things, because, you know, there's so much out there, and I have friends who go and they're into this, and they're, you want to do this, you want to go, and it's like, no, and they can't understand why I don't want to. I said, because I'm not interested in it, you know. And then there might be something else that I just am totally into, and they're not even.
Right.
But I think that that's good because there's so many different people in the world.
That's right.
If one doesn't get to you, hopefully the next one will. You know, what is going to be the trigger for your awareness? Right?
Yes, that's it. That's it. It's been beautiful. So beautiful speaking with you. I feel
I
a
thank you
wonderful.
so much. This is
Oh,
this is like a refreshing, rejuvenating for me when I talk to you. You know, it's nice because I do have some people that I can talk to, but it's usually not at these levels. Um, although they are out there, you know,
sure.
but this is
You're
very nice.
you're a
You know,
great
I
you're
feel
great.
such a tie to Israel. I just Israel and the Arabic countries. I don't know who
Oh,
I was in the Middle East, but you know, everything from there. I wish I could. If I was younger, I wish I could go and just learn the language. You know, I
yeah,
know a little bit from being in Morocco and my friends and stuff, but you know, because I'm sure because those Semitic languages, and the
yeah,
Semitic languages are like our languages.
yeah.
They have the layers of understanding.
Yes, that's right. They hold meaning within the words. That's right.
Yeah,
That's right. Salem or shalom.
yeah.
there are layers within it. That's right. That's right.
And it's the vibration of the words, you know, and the vibration and you know, like in English, the all the way that it has been used
Mhm.
and I think in that dominance and in their conquests,
Yes.
it's like it's lost its original energy
Right.
because it has attached to it all other kinds of energy rather than the meaning, because you know the truest meaning is still going to be through all of your filters. So
Yes.
it turns out the most subjective is really the best one,
Right.
because there's no other way that we can embody and see those words and truly understand them
Yes.
without having them go through our filter system. So
That's right.
yeah, but I love the language, I love the writing, you know, it's just, I love the food, the
Right.
music.
Right.
You know, I hear the music and
Ah,
all these things start to happen to my body,
amazing.
you know,
Amazing.
and it's like, okay.
Yeah. That's it. That's it. You know, first time I went to Israel, I have Yemen friends from the Yemen. They're Jews from the Yemen. They came and they fled from the Yemen. So they said to me, they said, Sye, they said, you must eat with us and everything. I said, no, I'm not so hungry, you know. They said, no, you must have this food that we make. Well, basically what it is, it's like a little cake that they bake, but they bake it for 3 days. And they bake it with oils, olive oils, and it's very, very oily. And they said, I said, okay, I'll try a little bit. So I tried a little bit. Okay. And they said, try the coffee, the Yemen coffee. I said, try some. Now, when you put the Yemen coffee, so you have this cake, and it's in your stomach. Then you take the coffee. What happens? It immediately expands like this, and you go, oh my God, and you can't move. And they started to laugh. They said, yes, you must sit here and speak. I said, what do you mean? All you have to do today is sit and speak and share with us. And the whole point of eating this cake is so that it immobilizes people. They can't do anything else. And it's like the African fufu. Fufu is the same thing. It's
Mm,
this, yeah, it's like a high carbohydrate, and then
yeah.
you just take it into the body and you take water with it or coffee or whatever you want. It immediately expands and you can't move. So you sit there and you have to speak because there's nothing else you can do. And of course, this is where
That
the
is very
philosophy, it's wonderful. It's really wonderful. And I love that. I love that suddenly after I was with the Yemen, started to realize how precious it is just to share. Not for a
oh
result, just to share, just to share.
yeah, and no ulterior motives,
No,
no agendas.
no,
It's that it's almost like an energetic interaction. See, and I think those are the things that help us to remember who we are. and to remember our connections of how we're connected to everybody, you know.
That's
And it doesn't even really need to be articulated. It's just there.
yes.
It's there, and the presence is so overwhelming that there's no need, because the words will not do it justice.
That's it.
Ever, you know.
They never. Even just like, you know, I write poetry, and you sit and you see something beautiful, and sometimes I stop myself from writing. I just don't want. I don't want to translate it into words. I just want to absorb it, just to be with it, and see how my brain keeps wanting to jump in and say describe it, or capture it, or in some way digest it. And can I just look at it and just feel the love inside that it evokes? It's a beautiful thing.
That's like when I got rid of my camera, and I used to take a zillion cameras,
Yeah.
zillion pictures.
Ah,
And then I realized, nope, the ones that I need to remember are going to be engraven eternally into my mind.
yeah,
And I don't want to be busy taking, I just want to be in that moment, in that space, and take it in. And if I don't remember it, because it's not meant to be remembered.
that's it. Absolutely right.
Although, you know, I really admire people who have photographic skills.
Yeah,
But, you know, because sometimes that one picture can put you back into that space.
that's exactly it. That's exactly it. But there are times just to for yourself, just to, you know, just to see it with the eye, photograph it with the soul.
Mm.
The soul is remembering everything. I do this, my love. I do this therapy, which is very. I do it with Zoom as well. And if you ever wanted to do it, it'd be my gift to you. It's a thing called revealing breathing, which is Tibetan rebirthing, and I've been doing it for 30 years. Um, and I do it with people all over the world. Clients, I really love it. It's something I adore. And it literally, through the breath, we access whatever it is that we need to see or understand right now. And if you fancy it ever, just let me know. It'd be my honor. And,
I would love to do that, because I believe that every time, every breath we take is a rebirth. We have the opportunity to be born again.
right.
And in that space in between the breath, that's, you know, it's like, yeah.
Okay, beautiful, beautiful. So I send you lots of love, and I'm going to say goodbye to you now, my love, and just say
thank you.
filling my soul with
It's
so much.
wonderful. This is food for the soul. This really is. And, you know, I look forward to meeting other people and to hearing what they have to say, because I know it's only going to validate and confirm the things that I see. But see, it's so encouraging to know that it's happening all over the world.
It is, and reaching out like this, and I'd like to, you know, I was thinking I'd like to make it like a circle, maybe of other beings to join this circle that we're speaking now, and that's my ambition with it, well, not ambition, but my feelings with it. It feels like maybe we can add on. If you have any ideas towards that, let me know. I have some I'm going to share with Cathy, bless her. And
yeah, I you know, it's like there's so many things that are popping up, but I, you know, I like the Middle Eastern world, so because that's part of your world, I'm so drawn to that.
Well, let's put that together. Yeah,
because, you know, there's whoever that is that lives in the Atlas Mountains in northern Africa. They got words that sound just like Hawaiian.
Wow.
I mean, even, you know, Ra is like La. That's our sun. That's our everything. But that is our hydrogen. That is our. You know, we believe that. I don't want to keep you. We can talk another time.
No. It's beautiful. This fascinating.
No, because we have the word Wairua, which is your soul. So it's the two waters. So one is the physical water and one is the cosmic waters. And it's the coming together of the two waters that allows for the individualization. And so the sun is a crucial part of the physical water in the H2O.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because then we have the sun and then we have lono, which is the O, which is the oxygen. And lono is what we call, it's pretty much like our atmosphere.
Yeah.
Which is the zone that humans live in, as opposed to this once you start getting where there's not enough air to comfortably live. Anything from above the ground to that is Lono's realm. And so whenever I hear things about the waters, you know, it's like my thing will always take us back to the two waters. So
amazing.
So that's like, that's why I tell everybody to drink water.
Right.
Because normally whenever you're in any kind of crisis, whether it's physical, emotional, spiritual, whatever, there's an imbalance in your water.
Yes.
And so by drinking in the physical water, you drink in that. And then by breathing, you can breathe in the cosmic waters.
Beautiful.
And that's how you balance.
Wow.
Yeah.
Beautiful. That's beautiful. Yeah, we'll thank you for that. Thank you for that. I think it would be lovely to fix up with the Palestinians and some of the Israelis as well, who are maybe open the circle.
So do you speak both of their languages?
Just a little bit, just to get by. Just a little bit, just to get by. I'm not.
Do they speak English?
Yeah, they speak English. I'm not a linguist like you. I'm not in any near close to where you are, but but I'm sure you'll learn their language. They speak English to me. I speak little bits and pieces here and there, but they're just the richest cultures interwoven. You know, when you say Palestinian, it doesn't really mean anything. It's just describing, huge, a territory rather. They're made up of, they're all different. The one, those people in Jericho are black. They look Sudanese. They're very dark. The lowest point in the Rift Valley. So they're really, really dark. And that was my first place I went. And then as you go higher, they go lighter. They're blonde. They have blue eyes.
Yeah, exactly. I never thought the Arabic people that I know, and it's like blonde hair, blue eyes, and it's like, wow. And that's how it is in Morocco. You have the dark, and then the Berbers are actually such fair-skinned people, but with dark features and stuff like that. So
and they have blonde hair, the Berbers. Yeah. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. It's amazing. So, okay, my love. Well,
thank you. Yes. Let us get back together again. Thank you. Have a wonderful evening and rest well.
And you too, my love. And I'll put together something general in terms of an edit, and then you let me know if it's okay or you want something added or subtracted. It's perfectly fine. Okay?
Okie dokie, that sounds good.
Blessings. Much love.
Mahoiho.
Adiho.